Hi guys, I'm back. So guys, this is how it looks like the end result of this Finnish Christmas bun. We call it limpa in Swedish. It means a loaf. So this is newly baked. As you can see, the surface is really glossy, and it has this really sweet surface. So it's actually made of brown syrup and strong coffee. And the coffee has to be quite warm, otherwise the syrup will not melt. So what you do is that you just apply them over on the bread that I have just formed the dough, and then you have to let it set for at least 30 minutes. So what I do is a trick. I purposely warm the oven for about 30 to 50 degrees Celsius, and then I put the bun in just for a couple of minutes, just to make the plate, the form, the baking form warm, so that when it is warm, the bread will rise even further. So let it stay in the oven for just 2-3 minutes, and then quickly take it out, cover them with this plastic. Again, it will rise. And then the next step you want to do is to just before you put in the oven, you just need to glaze them like this, so that you get this really nice surface like you saw here. So altogether, I managed to pull through 12 buns today. So they are really looking really good. I have baked uh, two more over the other side, and there are two more here. As you can see, they are pretty big. See, this is like out of control. Yeah, the washing machine is running. That's why the sound is like this. And also the temperature is at 200 degrees Celsius. So you want to uh, be slightly lower a little bit. About 190-95 should be better, because I find it was a bit too hot. The first one that I baked was a little bit burnt on top. Let me just show you how it looks like. Looks like this, a little bit burnt, but it's still edible. So you don't want to burn them. Just keep an eye for the bun for 30 minutes. The recipes call for 35 minutes. So again, depending on the oven, if the oven is too hot, then it's safer to have them at the reduced temperature. And then what I do is that you can actually splatter water in it, but then it would not be that dry. You can put a bit of water underneath, but I'm not doing that because it doesn't need to. So just make sure that it is on the lowest level in the oven. As you can see, this is quite low. Also the one on top is also quite low. The oven is a bit shorter in terms of width, so I think the one below is much higher. So the top one got burned. So try to put it as low as possible. If it's get burned and you see, so you just have to put the settings to the one that cooks only on the bottom. Let me just show you how it looks like on the bottom of the bun. So as you can see, the bun is pretty sticky. It's supposed to be sticky. So you want to make sure that you have a very nice bottom. Let me see if I can lift this up. Yeah, see, the bottom is quite well done. And what you can do is that get a paper or a towel to cover this. Of course, then your towel will be very of syrup, coffee syrup on top. You don't have to use a towel because the liquid will prevent the bread, and I think that is a really good way uh, to give the bread a very nice shine, and also preserving its moisture. So I'm really pleased today. I made 12 of them all together, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee. My break, I took lunch at around 1 o'clock. It was very late. I didn't stop working, just keep doing what I'm supposed to do, and hopefully I can go home by 4 o'clock. The weather outside is pretty good. It's very sunny. See, the sun is setting on the other side. People are in the park. This is a park. This man is always walking with his dog. So really nice weather. I would love to go out for a walk, but I can't because I have to watch the bread so it will not get burnt. So that's it, guys. I just have to continue what I'm doing, and hopefully you will join me again. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do live streaming occasionally, but during this time of the year, in November, December, I'm really busy preparing a Christmas buffet. So if you want to know how I work and how you too can make a successful Christmas buffet, please follow my live streaming, and you can follow my story too at Facebook. I'm quite active there. And send me a message if you have any questions on the comment. All right, I'm gonna finish this up, and let me give you updates on what is going to happen. Tomorrow I will be buying a lot of ribs. I will be buying sugar is 20. I will be buying about 20 kilo of pork ribs, and I'm going to make a very popular Swedish pork rib recipe, and I hope tomorrow the pork ribs arrive so that I can, hey, welcome. Just when I was about to log out and people are coming in. You guys, so welcome. And I'm so glad that so many of you have been watching my live streaming. I really appreciate that. You guys are really awesome. And that is what that motivates me mostly, that I know that my video is being appreciated, and that makes me really happy. I will keep you guys update tomorrow. I will do a live streaming again and show you how I prepare the ribs. So the ribs will be marinated and boiled in wine. I hope tomorrow I can get hold of everything so that I can show you my way of making the ribs. It's slightly different from the traditional Swedish way. It's going to be boiled because I find that if you grill the ribs, usually they turns out to be very dry. So by boiling it, you can preserve the moist and the juice of the meat. And when you grill them in the oven, it will be much more tasty, and it's not so drying out. And thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, I'm going to, we call it pencil. It's like pencil. It means not egg wash, but glazing the bread before we bake them. All right, guys, have to go. I have plenty of stuff I have to do on the basement. Let me see on this part. A lot of stocks to count. If you guys are curious, Let me just quickly, the machine is ready. So I'm going to open this machine and let the steams come out. And give you a quick tour on how this place look like. This is a historical house that I work. And last night we had the meeting. So some of the chair was misplaced. So this is where we rented out the premise. So this is a smaller hall. And over here, it's a small entrance where we're going to sell our fika. And usually this is what happens when the guests come, which is from the main entrance. So they come, usually the queue is very long. So we are considering moving our selling area inside, but we're not so sure yet. But for the summer cafe and for the event, usually when people come in here, let me just turn on the lights. It's very dark here. So what we do is we will remove this table and chairs, and then we have a long table where we sell tickets. Sometimes we sell tickets, and sometimes we sell the fika directly. So they either choose to fika, or they can choose, like in this case, on the 2nd of December, we have an advance event. So they can buy porridge and ham in that room over there. So what they do is that they pay here, and then they will get a bowl to go and collect the Christmas father porridge with the ham, and we serve them with bread, the bread that you saw that I baked. So this is where people come in. It's a bit cramped. I would love to do something about this place. It's like too small for people, and if there is a long queue, people will usually queue all the way out, which is not very good because during the winter it's really, really cold. So, and you don't want the door to be open because you lose the temperature of the premise. So I'm starting to put up some lightings last 2 weeks ago, and because this corner is really dark, and we will be changing curtains next week. So right now the premise is empty. We also hire out this place. It's really beautiful, isn't it? So to people who are interested to rent this as a party event premise, the rental is very cheap. Monday to Thursday is just around Singapore dollars, about $50 per day. And on the weekend is slightly more. Friday, Saturday is slightly expensive, and Sunday is cheaper. So let me just see. I was not sure if I can send this. I can share this live streaming to who? Oh, I see. I can invite people. I didn't know. Okay. So, floors, very important. Usually, this kind of wooden floor are really old wooden floor. So we try not to wash them. We try to just dry, clean them. A lot of work to keep up with the appearance. Okay, it's very small. And then we have a basement too, where you can go down to the toilet. And also here there is a handicap lift, where you could take a lift down to the basement to visit the washrooms. So the washroom is below. Yeah. Okay. I love working here. It's very, very peaceful. Usually I work alone, which is the best. I prefer to work alone actually. It's so peaceful, and during the winter it can be really, really beautiful outside. We don't have so much of a snow now, just a little bit, and it's slowly disappearing. But don't worry, I think the snow will come again somewhere next week. So we probably have an even more nicer view here. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I'm looking forward to chat with you guys, hang out again in the next live streaming. Now I have to get rid of the dish and maybe enjoy a cup of coffee and wait for the bread to be done, and then I can go home. See you guys. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.